the tree ornaments that you guys are making, you're going to put a word or a symbol on them to reflect something about what you value or what your family values. So, first you have to come up with what you want to add. I decided something that I value is joy. So I decided just to do the word joy that I'm going to add to my ornament. To help you come up with some ideas, at your tables, you have some papers like this that have a list of values in English and Spanish. You don't have to pick from these, but they're just, if you do like these words, it'll help you spell them correctly, and it maybe will trigger something else in your brain that you might want to do. I would note that a lot of the Spanish words are longer, so if you speak Spanish and you want to do a Spanish word, you might be able to think of one that would work better that maybe is a little bit shorter, but you're welcome to use those if you want. So you've got these, and then they're repeated on different pages because they're in different fonts. So if you want to try to do it in a script or some type of serif font, you've got some different options. You've also got some papers that just have different fonts, just the letters individually that you could use to help you design your word. So you can't just write it in your normal handwriting. You want to think of a way to create it that's a little bit more elevated. So you should have some pieces of paper like this. I am going to see if I could do joy this time, but do it in a script font. So I'm going to use this paper as my reference and see if I can make my word look like the one on here. Now again, these aren't somewhere where you have to copy it exactly, but it might just help you. It's going to be upside down to you on the video, but I'll flip it around and show you the finished one. So I'm just looking over here to figure out how to make the letter work. And mine's not going to look exactly like what's on the paper, but I'm just using it as a guide. So you want letters that you could cut out and letters that you could color. So again, if you just wrote it in your normal handwriting, you're not really going to be able to cut it out very easily. People aren't going to be able to see it very well because it'll probably be pretty small, and then you're not going to be able to color it. So try to do something, block letters, bubble letters, something that's a little bit fancier than something you would do every day. All right, so there's my finished product. Once you're done, if you wanted to add any images to it, you can. Something that your family values is patriotism, you could add the American flag. If your family is from a different country, maybe you would add the flag of the country you're from. If there's a tradition your family celebrates a lot, like maybe they really get into Halloween and you want to add in some little decorations to your word, especially if they go with the word, you're welcome to do that. But don't make it overly complicated. We're trying to make these pretty simple. We're going to color them with crayons because, remember, we're going to paper mache them to your ornaments. And if we use markers, the problem is that the markers, once they get the glue on them, they're going to smear and go away. So that's why we're using crayons today. So I'm just going to outline this in a dark color first. And then I think I'm going to try to do kind of an ombre. So I'm going to start with blue at the top and then fade it out as I get towards the bottom. Try to stay in the lines. Remember, we're going to hang these up in the hallway for your families to see when they come for our winter celebration. So you want to create something that you're proud of to show off. So I've got my blue, and I'm going to blend that with some red. And then once you finish coloring it all the way, if you've got time, feel free to cut it out. And then you could also put your name on the back of it so it doesn't get lost. And then you're going to want to leave these here because we're going to attach them to your ornaments either tomorrow or Friday. Can't wait to see what you guys make.